All right, you're Veronica Randall,
Yes, Your Honor.
and this is cause numbers 25 DCCR 0247 1686. Okay, just those two, and they're theft of property with previous convictions. Mr. Vasquez, what is the announcement? It looks like we had a plea. There was a sentencing date where Ms. Randall did not show up. I forfeited her bonds, and so we're here.
Judge, I don't know where to start. I think Miss Randall, since she didn't show up for her last PI, wants to show up and do your, or not show up, you'll still be in jail, but you want to have your PSI done at the jail. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So the agreement was for a cap of 4 years.
Yes, Sean.
And when she did not show up, I did formally reject that plea agreement. So I would think we would need paperwork for a new plea, even if it's the same agreement for a cap of 4 or whatever you guys want to agree to, but we'll need to do paperwork. Then I'll reset it for sentencing. We'll have the probation department go to the jail, do the pre-sentence report, we'll come back, and then I'll sentence her. So we need paperwork done today.
And Judge, just so she's aware, in light of the fact she didn't show up
Yeah.
and the information contained within the PSI, that offer will probably go up today.
I would assume it would. My notes show that this was low because of criminal history, didn't show for the PSI, didn't show for court. So I'm not saying what I'll do. Obviously, I'll take a look at everything, but I want to get an update done. And y'all need to enter new pleas on the 2 cases.
Judge, in the alternative, I know I'm asking a lot. In the alternative, I would ask the court to sentence if the court would reconsider and accept the 4-year cap, we can move forward today.
No.
No?
Mm-mm. First, y'all need to do the paperwork.
Okay.
I'm not going to, now I'm not saying I'm not going to give that, but I think Ms. Malfino has a point, and I would understand why the plea agreement or offer would be different, and that would make sense to me based on the criminal history and what's going on. So let's get the paperwork done. Let's get the plea done today so we probably don't need very long for a reset, because it's really just going to be an update for them to visit with her about what has been going on from the time she entered that plea and didn't show up for everything. So we can do a kind of a quicker sentencing date, but let's get that paperwork done and we'll take care of it today. All right. All right. Again, ma'am, you're Veronica Randall.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Vasquez, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment in each of the cases?
Yes, Sean.
Judge, may we proceed on paragraphs 1, 2, and 3? We'd kind of gone round and round on this at one point, but especially in looking at the criminal history and the PSI, I feel confident that with paragraphs 1, 2, and 3, it will make it a sequence for second degree.
Well, I have to have 2. We got to have 2 regular thefts. So 2 and 3 are misdemeanors. That's what makes it the state jail. And so then I would need.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize they were bullet points. It's been a minute. So could we go on the April 10th?
We went through 1 through 6 last time.
Okay.
Can we just do that
Sure,
again?
yeah.
Because we had already figured that out, that covers it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. So the state has elected to proceed on counts 1 through 6. And Ms. Randall, I know that we've gone through all of this before, but because I rejected that plea when you didn't show up, that we have to do all of this again like it didn't happen, okay?
I was in the hospital.
Well, I'll get all of that information. I just want you to understand why we're having to go through all of it again, ask the same questions. And so she will waive the formal reading of the indictment in each case, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So in clause number 25 DCCR 0246, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of theft of property with previous convictions from November 21st of 2024. The indictment alleges further that you were convicted of theft April 4th of 1984 After that was final, April 11th of 1985. And then after those were final, April 10th of 1989. And then November 12th of 1991. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then October 10th of 1994. And those are the two regular felonies. Okay. And how do you plea? Make sure. District court, district court, district court. Okay, that gets us to the it's okay. Second.
And my notes were just wrong. Sorry, my apologies. I had 1, 2, and 3 plus the sequenced. I just read it back to you wrong.
Gotcha. Okay. And so how do you plead that charge, ma'am? And are those prior convictions true? Did you enter your plea of guilty and true just now freely and voluntarily? And because you actually did what they've charged you with? Give me just a second to make that notation.
Right from the start, this case has a problem. The defendant missed her last court date, and the justice system failing to show up can destroy a plea deal instantly. The big question now is, did Veronica Randall just make her situation worse?
It'll take just a second for me to get this pulled up right also. All right, and cause number 25 DCCR 0247. You're also charged with the state jail felony offense of theft of property with previous convictions. This is from November 16th of 2024. It alleges those same prior offenses that I read from the prior indictment. And how do you plead to this charge?
I'm not understanding. You charging me from them 4 that you just read out and the 2 I'm here for, what I'm in jail for now?
So you've got 2 new.
Right.
Theft.
I'm in jail
Right.
now.
But you have, because of your prior offenses.
Right. I
in
didn't
each
get
of the-
time.
Right. It enhances these now to a second degree felony.
Okay, it was a 3rd degree when I was here in October.
No, it was a second because I have the indictments that I wrote on specifically when we went through all of that. Because
Yes.
they were regular felonies,
Mhm.
it makes it a second degree.
Okay.
Okay. So to the charge of theft in 25 DCCR 0247, are you guilty or not guilty?
I'm guilty.
And then for those prior convictions, are they true or not true?
They true.
So did you enter, in this case, your plea of guilty and true freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And because you did what they've charged you with?
Right.
In each of these cases, I have the documents on the tablet that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Did you go over these with Mr. Vasquez again?
Yes.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes.
So as long as I give you 6 years or less, you can't change your mind and appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. And you're a U.S. citizen, correct?
Yes.
State tenders number 1 in each case?
No objection, Your Honor.
It's admitted in each case. Is there any evidence that Ms. Randall is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I just went through. Is there going to be a dismissal? There's 3 cases
Well, there's going to be a dismissal since.
in 1686.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Ms. Randall, in each of your cases, I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of guilty and true freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of those pleas. Find sufficient evidence in each case to find you guilty, but I'm going to reset your case so that the probation department can do an updated report. That'll just give me, primarily, I need more information about where you've been since we entered that plea. Obviously, we have all the information already from prior to that. And so what I'll do is just do a normal reset, which is about 4 weeks instead of the 6 or 7 for the PSI, since they don't have to do all of that information. Then we'll come back for sentencing. Obviously, anything that you think is important for me to know, Mr. Vasquez will be out there to visit with you, get that information to him. He'll present it to me on your behalf when we come back. Okay. All right. You can go back with the bailiff.
This is a huge moment. The judge confirms she rejected the previous plea agreement after Randall didn't appear. That 4-year deal may no longer apply, and the consequences could now be much harsher. The defense tries to save the original deal, asking the judge to accept the 4-year cap, but the judge shuts it down immediately. For the court, trust matters, and right now that trust has clearly been damaged because Randall missed court. The judge explains that the entire plea process must start again. Every step, every question repeated from the beginning. Now the criminal history comes into play. Those past theft convictions increase the seriousness of the current charges, turning them into a second-degree felony instead of sentencing. Today, the judge orders an updated investigation report. That means the final decision is still coming, and the next court date could determine Randall's future.